I slapped a child in the face and then shoved him off his scooter. I'm 25, so I have a beloved kitty named Pixie. She was around 4 when I found her on the street. She had a rubber band tightened on half her tail. I spent 2 weeks feeding her until she was comfortable enough to let me near her. She didn't trust anyone. I took her in, cleaned her up, and got the dead portion of her tail amputated. After 5 years, she finally warmed up to people and she became so sweet and friendly. It took her years to be comfortable around strangers. Last month, she was out for her daily stroll around the neighborhood and immediately came back in through the kitty door 20 minutes later. Usually, she is out and about for 2-3 hours. She had 2 small holes in her chest and 1 near her butt. She was completely frightened and was crying, meowing. She wouldn't even let me go near her for the first 5 minutes. I knew for certain that she was shot with metal BBs. I take her in my car and start driving to the vet, but took a quick detour around the neighborhood, was going to take the long way to see if I could find the culprit. Sure enough, I see a kid on a scooter standing on his driveway, with a CO2-powered BB gun, aiming in the drainage cavity by the sidewalk. I see cats in there all the time. It was then knew who the culprit was. One parked the car, got out, walked over to him and said, "I'm telling your parents that you are shooting cats." He replied, "They are pests. They told me I could." The smug little look on his face threw me over the edge. I slapped the fuck out of this kid and swept his legs out from under him and watched him fall flat on his butt. I then picked up his gun and smashed it on the ground. A small part of me wanted to finish him off with a stomach kick for good measure, but I'm 25, so I looked both ways before crossing the street and fucking bolted. As I hopped in my car and sped away, I heard him shrieking in the distance. My kitty was treated and is doing okay. She is a lot more skittish and spends less time outside.